Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, accompanied by Mr. Robert Harlan, Mr. Ron Wolf, and Coach Mike Holmgren.
We got a guy from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan there. It's still snowing there. Thank you very much. Please be seated. I want to welcome the Green Bay Packers and their fans here and send a special welcome to the congressional delegation from Wisconsin, Senator Cole, Senator Feingold, the members of the House, and I see we also have some interlopers from Michigan and Minnesota who claim to be the fans of the Packers. It's still snowing in all those places, according to the coach, so you guys got to stick together. I want to thank Robert Harlan and Ron Wolf and Coach Holmgren for being here, and of course Brett and Reggie and the whole team. I got a lot of good advice when we were up in the White House having our pictures taken from the players about my knee therapy, and I appreciate that. What I need is some advice about how to make sure it never happens again. Congratulations on bringing the Lombardi Trophy back to Green Bay for the first time in almost 30 years. You know, I had two indications that this was going to happen. The first was my very early visit with the Packers. At the stadium, I could see that this was a team on a mission. The second was that the Secretary of Health and Human Services, who used to be president of a little school in Wisconsin, told me that they were bound to win. And I'm glad to see you here, Secretary Shalala. Thank you. Let me say that for all of us who were football fans, this was a great year because of all the things that the Packers did, including having the best Packer defense in 35 years and the best in the NFL. I'd like to congratulate Fritz Shermer and his whole team and say that we're glad that you recovered from the injury you sustained during last year's playoffs. And if you want to come here and teach us how to play defense in the White House, we need it as bad as the Packers do. I congratulate Reggie White on his sacks in the Super Bowl and on being the all-time NFL leader in sacks. And I also think the Packers offense deserves a lot of credit. Brett Favre won his second consecutive NFL MVP award. And I congratulated Antonio Freeman on that 81-yard record touchdown catch when I saw him in the line. It was a very exciting time. That long pass, the long pass to Andre Rison, and also, even though he's not here today, I don't think any of us will ever forget that Desmond Howard was the first special teams player ever to be a Super Bowl MVP. It was a great Super Bowl by a great team and a team effort, and I congratulate you. I'd also like to say something not just as president, but as a citizen. In a world where professional athletics becomes, it seems, in sport after sport, more and more transient, where players quite properly have to look out for themselves and what may be a relatively short lifespan as professional athletes, and people move from team to team, and then teams move from town to town. The Green Bay Packers are something special, unique, old-fashioned, and heartwarming. The team is owned by ordinary citizens from all walks of life. The profits get poured back into the team. The players and the coaches have a unique relationship with the fans, which all of us who watch the games, even on television, can tell. Whether the fans are lining up in the winter to shovel snow so the games can be played, or the players are volunteering in the community, it really means something to the rest of the country to see the relationship between Green Bay and the Packers, and to know that come what may, it will be there next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. And I thank you for that. It's a good example that the rest of us should remember in all forms of human contest and endeavor. And let me say finally, I want to express my admiration for Coach Mike Holmgren. He has one of the toughest coaching jobs in the world. Green Bay is a wonderful place to be, but the expectations are reasonably high. And I can't think of anybody who could have done a better job in fulfilling the legacy of Vince Lombardi, meeting the expectations of the people of Green Bay, and creating the kind of atmosphere on this team that is palpable even to an outsider, of mutual support, teamwork, and always looking out for the ultimate goal and the welfare of the team and its success. This championship has earned him and his team their rightful place in history. And Coach, I hope that you will always, always be proud not only of the team, but of what you were able to do to infuse the kind of spirit that it takes to get people to work together and play together through the tough times as well as the good times. Congratulations to all of you, and welcome again to the White House.
Mr. President, first of all, I thank you sincerely from the Green Bay Packer organization for inviting us to be with you today at the White House. We recall your visit to Lambeau Field last fall when you met with the team on the field. And you reminded the team that both you and the ball club faced a huge challenge in the next few months. Because you were campaigning for re-election, the Packers were on the cover of many preseason magazines predicted to be going to and winning the Super Bowl. You said, let's go out and face this challenge and see what we can do. And obviously, both of us were extremely successful. What a pleasure it is for the Packers to be here. What a pleasure it is for me now to introduce the two gentlemen who resurrected our franchise and brought Green Bay and the state of Wisconsin its first world championship in the National Football League in 29 years, General Manager Ron Wolf and Head Coach Mike Holmgren.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for the kind remarks. I think one of the things that have been the Green Bay Packers since we've been there, the 5 years that Ron and I have been together, and it was never shown more than this year when we were able to win the Super Bowl, was an unselfish attitude. I think the men that are standing behind me, and also my coaching staff that's sitting in front of me, and our executive committee and everyone in the organization entered this season with a very unselfish attitude, with one goal in mind. And it was a great case of if you set your goals high and everyone's pulling in the same direction, you can accomplish just about anything you set out to accomplish. Now, as I've told my team, and I always use every chance I get to give them a little message, winning it the first time is very, very difficult. Winning it again is even more difficult. So it'll take everything we had last season, as far as attitude, as far as being unselfish, but we got to work that much harder. Thank you, Mr. President, again for your visit in August. And this is pretty nice. It was cold when we left home. I'd like to come back here again this time next year. Thank you. Now, we have a couple of special gifts before you, sir. And Ron, if you'd present the first one.
Mr. President, we present you with a game ball officially from New Orleans.
It's beautiful. You don't mind if I put that up in the office, do you?
Not at all.
Thank you. That's great. I love it. Thank you.
I think before he injured his knee, I'd ask him to run a little pattern down there and we'd throw it to him. But Reggie and Brett now have a presentation.
Mr. President, be quiet. Mr. President, we have a jacket we would like to present you. We would have presented you with some pants, but we know your knee was hurting, so we didn't want to do that. But this is to you from the team.
Thank you. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. Thank you.
I'd just like to say one thing again, is that sincerely, we really did appreciate your visit, and you have a standing invitation anytime you want to come to a game at Lambeau Field. We'll get you great seats, okay?
You got a deal. Thank you. Thank you all very much. We adjourn. Thank you. Wow. That's beautiful. I'm gonna put this. Maybe walk over. Now we gotta go back and take a picture. Where do you want us to stand? Who's taking? Ralph, where do you want us to stand?
Barbara's taking it.
We gotta take a picture.
And the coaches and Reggie and Brent, stand in front of
Stand down one step.
Yeah. They can't see. So we can see the front row over there.
About 8 minutes.
You gotta push the little thing there. Drop it. Drop it.